Hey everybody.
This is Mr. Tom. Mr. Tom, what's happening?
I just finished a really nice beef satay in Thailand, they call it, or maybe shish kebab, they might say that. It's really good.
Look good. I'm just not eating at the moment. Can you guys hear me all right? Can you guys see Mr. Tom all right? It looks like there's there we are. Here I am.
Now, if you had it served without the sauce, it would be just pure protein. Probably would be good for you, that.
Yeah, it would be. I would just say don't put any sauce
Let's go
on
put
it.
any sauce on it.
Anyway, we're here. Hopefully you guys can hear me and see me. And it's a weekend. I have my book with me. Today we are going to, I didn't look. I did not look today. Bit เชียงหน่วยครับเขาทำ
Yeah. There's
Victor, hey. All right, what about Tom? Can you guys hear Tom? We're right.
Testing 3, 2, 1. This is my voice.
Okay. We're very mellow here. We're in this place, Himmel.
Mellow, drinking a beer.
Himmel. He's drinking a beer. And I am not. We're in Himmel, which is where are we?
Near the...
It's not Romkaming, is it? Is this
Yeah,
Romkaming?
No, this is Cormac Road.
Cormac Road.
Near ABEC University. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's not too far from. It's walking distance from my house, maybe 10 minutes.
Not from my house.
Not from your house. It's only been open. It's only open since the first of the year.
Today is the day where my wife is at La Lisa, at Blackpink. So today is the day when she goes off. She went off today. She's Blackpink. I hope she's having a great time. They start at 7 o'clock, so she's been in the mix for an hour now. I don't know if Blackpink starts at 7. I don't know who's playing. If they have a warm-up band. I don't know who they have. There's only a few people here. Really, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Guy and his kid. He's having some wine.
4 tables.
Guy over there. There's 4 tables with people.
One of them might be a few drivers for the business next door.
I don't know.
They're in uniform. They look like the drivers.
Well, one of them is the one who serves the sommelier.
Okay.
That's it. So
Sommelier.
yes, but I did bring my book today. Ask Me Anything. Letters from Farang, because I'm going to read it in a minute or two. I'm going to read from it. And I did do some preliminary search already to figure out what's going on and, making sure that we have something good to read from. That's all. No, normally I don't. Come to Birmingham. Birmingham. I'll be in Dublin.
Birmingham, what, Alabama?
I'll be in Dublin in a couple of days.
Birmingham, I know, is in Alabama.
Can I have some water, please? How do I got coffee, but no water. She's... Yeah. You would get worked. Would get worked? I don't know, maybe I would. Birmingham, Alabama.
Is there a Birmingham, England also?
Yeah, there is.
Okay.
There's a Birmingham, England. And actually, I met a girl today that's going to Kent. She's getting her law degree, finishing her law degree in England. She's leaving in like 2 weeks.
The young Thai lady?
Yeah, Thai. You say with an accent, that's dumb. So today I go to the gym, I go do my thing, and I'm like, all right, I got everything done. And right then I said, now they're starting the core class where you go into the core, you go into the class and they do everything for your stomach, your core. And I just went, all right, I'll do it. So I went in and did that. That's what I did today. That, and then I go to the coffee shop that I go to all the time, which is not the place that I usually go to, the Black Canyon, or what is it? Cafe Amazon. I don't go to that one because it's such a nightmare, that place. All right, here we go. I have my water. Thank you, Kyle. There we go. There's Mr. Tom. Mr. Tom's got his beer. Are you on the next beer now?
What's that? On my second beer.
You're on your second beer.
I might even go for a third tonight since I'm walking home.
Wow.
I typically average one beer every 2 months.
Really?
Yeah.
I really don't average any.
Yeah.
I don't drink at all. I don't drink.
There was a day when it was much more. My wife and even that, my wife and I will share 2 beers. Then a little more than a beer.
Yeah, I used to drink some tequila, and now I just don't do it. I'm a boring guy. Really, I lead a boring life. It's the
amazing-
truth.
It's amazing how much life calms down when I don't create the problems.
Yeah. Well, right now it's, I don't know, in the 80s. And the air quality is like 88, 87, something like that.
I don't pay attention.
Yeah, well, you should.
I don't.
You should. It's not that bad. It's not that good. It's moderate. Which we're almost at the point where it's going to be bad. It's going to be unhealthy for sensitive individuals such as myself.
You look like such a sensitive guy.
I'm very sensitive. A very sensitive individual. And yeah, it's the last couple of days have been okay, but it got up to about 100 degrees today. And then now it's, well, I mean, in here it's quite nice.
2 weeks ago it was over 100 for
Yeah,
4 or 5 days.
every
Almost a week.
Yeah, it's quite hot.
And Bangkok over 100 is significant.
They have, this is the second time I've heard this song.
Yeah.
Yeah, they must have the,
It's an 8-track tape that repeats itself.
yeah. I guess. All right. So anyway,
Yeah, 100 degrees in Bangkok is not like 100 degrees in Tucson, Arizona.
no, it's just the humidity is killer, man. You know? So we're just chilling here. That's it. We're just chilling out.
Yeah, I guess I'll share. Scott was saying he's doing some night streaming, and this place opened up, I don't know, 2-3 months ago, since the beginning of the
Oh,
year.
is that what it is? 2-3
Yeah.
months?
And it looked like I've never been in it. I walk and drive past it all the time, walk by it. It looked interesting. It looked nice, like a nice place inside. And I suggested that this might be a place. And the sign on the outside, the hours, say it's open from 12 o'clock noon until late.
Yeah, yeah.
They don't give a closing time.
Right, right.
So I figured, maybe it'd be worthwhile for doing some streaming from here. And it is a chilled environment. It's very nice, upscale for my neighborhood.
Yeah.
Not the kind of place you normally have in my neighborhood.
No, but this is like a notch below. What was the name of that joint that I went to? You know, the place that was, I forget the name of it now. Niven or something like that. It was really, really nice place, but it was a place that was, it opened early in the morning, really early in the morning, like 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock. And it was nicer than this. It was nicer than this. But they served all kinds of, croissants and, muffins and food like that. Plus they served regular dishes for lunch. And I can't remember the name of it, Kivin or something like that. It was, it wasn't that far from my place, but it was, yeah, I mean, it was, I don't know, what do you got over here? Oh.
Fish.
Mashed potatoes. Fish, mashed potatoes. Anyway.
Maybe the audience will get a kick out of on the menu. It says in the appetizer section.
Oh.
It lists mashed potatoes as an appetizer.
It's a side. It's a side.
It's Thailand.
Anyway. All right, well, let's get started here. I gotta read this. And this guy's name is Andreas. Hello, Scott. I found your videos on YouTube and want to thank you for doing all this work and giving out this information about Bangkok, Thailand. Well, your videos are also a little therapy for me. So, of course, I write in here. Wonderful. Now, in addition to being someone who makes crappy little videos for YouTube, I am a therapist who isn't paid $150 an hour. Your videos give me an interesting insight into the Thai society I did not know until now, even though I am involved with Thailand since 1993. I am from Austria. That tells me everything right there. And run a little business here. Actually, this is going since 1993, and this was the second time I came to Thailand. The first was some years earlier on my Southeast Asia trip for business matters. Anyways, since then, I was in and out of Bangkok every year at least once. I learned to love the Thai people, okay? I mostly know well-to-do Thai people who run big businesses in Bangkok. I know no one from Isan. I love the food and the religion too. Besides my many other businesses and private activities, I am practicing Vipassana meditation on a regular basis. That makes no difference to me. It means nothing to me. Well, by now you might see that I am not the usual customer of your site, so to say. I am not at all involved with the bar prostitution scene. Well, most guys who are involved with my website tend to be involved with the bar and prostitution scene, but you're still somebody who I would consider someone who is in the norm. For years, I have different girlfriends on and off, normal girlfriends who have their own job in place. I never really lived with a woman in Austria or in Thailand, even when I had relationships. I get to the point already. Last 2, 3 or more years at a time. 2 years ago, I met a Thai lady over here in Austria and at my friend's house. Actually, she was Austrian born in Thailand and living 25 years over here. How'd she get there? I joined up with her. She also was a Buddhist and liked the way she presented herself to me. She was very humble and also a vegetarian. Wow, Buddhist, humble, and a vegetarian. She sounds like a keeper. This is what I say. I had an extremely harmonious time with her.
You felt the earth move.
Oh my God. Usually in all my other relationships, sooner or later, some quarrels would arise and then the relationships would drift apart. Well, as I met her, I promised to myself to give my best with her. She would never question my decisions, even many times giving me the power to decide what we would do or where we would go. But that's like, you're the man. Make the decisions. You do what you want. And if she complains about it, then you might say, okay, well, what would you like to do? Then you put it that way. But most of the time, she's not going to do that. This last sentence is extremely elucidating, giving us insight how he interacts with women. He gives them the right to choose, which I don't do. And neither should you. This is Asia. You're the man. You just call the shots. What has become of men today? While I am all for discussion, I am a firm believer Thai women want men to take the reins and make decisions. She was 46 when I met her. Her first 10 years, she was married to a guy she claimed was not very good person.
But she picked him.
She picked him.
Yeah. Women always
For
pick
10
men.
years.
Yeah.
She had no feelings for him and told me she was with him only for the visa. 10 years.
Okay.
Why is it so? This is me talking now.
That's
Why,
called selling yourself for a visa.
yeah. Why is it so many Thai women claim they were with a man who was not a very good person? She spent 10 years with the guy who was not a very nice person, and she had no feelings for him. Although many Thai women have a hard time admitting guilt or fault, sorry, I don't buy it. This is one of the many warning signs Andreas did not heed. Yes, okay, here he goes. After her divorce, she moved in with a rich businessman. She lived in his house and he took care of her and all of her expenses. He gave her pocket money and she would freely take extra cash as she liked. She's a whore. That's what she is. He might think she's not, but she is. He gave her pocket money and she would freely take extra cash as she liked. She told me that once they did a 3-week holiday in Thailand and spent 10,000 euro and her own money, 1,100 euros, she works in a kitchen full-time job. This woman is very clearly a moocher. She earns this is what I'm saying. She's a moocher. She earns very little but wants and expects a grand lifestyle in exchange for her time and the triangle between her legs. That's it. She just thinks that her triangle is, and she's 46. That's what my wife is. If my wife went out and did that, I would be like, goodbye, honey.
If I were dating a woman and found out that's how she had organized her previous relationships,
You would say, I
I'd
don't
say-
want
I
her.
wouldn't say anything. I would say to myself, I don't want her, and she'd never hear from me again.
No, but you would, you know, the
I
thing.
wouldn't say anything to her.
No, but you just sleep with her.
Yeah.
If more men went and had a tug instead of caving into women like this, there would be far less men whining about getting taken by women. All right. She would send money back to Thailand to Isan. Her money was spent by all the members of her very large patchwork family on Sanook. Fun, he writes. And not on building a house as she intended. Her mother built a shack, as she said the rest was gone. What is this guy? I mean,
Was she sending some of this to her brother? Her brother?
I don't know. Yeah, to her brother. This businessman put her as a manager in his company. The company had a bankruptcy some years later. She had to face the court. I was told the court found him faulty, not her, so she was off the hook. My God, this is like, there's so many.
It's deeper.
Oh my God. All right, this is what I said. Andreas noted that he is unlike many of those who write me, and he is correct. He is even more oblivious. The warning signs are all there, yet he seems to believe this woman. Of course, his situation with her is different. My girl is different.
He's different. He's not like the other two suckers.
Right. He's just.
He's not the
If a
normal
woman is
sucker.
talking smack about a man she has lived with for 10 years, she'll talk smack about you, and it shows her lack of class. I agree with that. I said that. That's what I said. But first, she had me believe she could pay a 500,000 euro debt she had. It's time to say goodbye to this chick. Hello, Mr. Witch.
500,000 euro.
500,000 euro debt. Later, I found out it was only some court fees, but this also she did not want to do for her man. She also always claimed she always loved him, but she walked out on him. All of her girlfriends over here would live with way older guys. They were not very wealthy blokes, but they paid everything. Most of them are alcoholics. The girls treat them like shit, not like a husband, and do this with a smile on their face.
The land of smiles.
So, yeah, the land of smiles. Some of these women have a gig besides their husbands. Well, a lot of warning signs if you look close, as I should have. I sensed what she had in stock for me, the time to come. The warning signs are shining brightly, but when a man is in the midst of romance, there is usually a thick fog of lust surrounding him. This is what I said to him. After 1 year, she was living in a bad part of town. I brought her over to my area where I have an extra apartment. This guy's a fucking dunce, man. You know what? How can I say these things? How can I read? This is why I stopped doing these. Because the men are fucking idiots. I have an extra apartment and offered it to her for rent from me, but for a love price of only 200 euros a month. This place is a 3-bedroom, new renovated freehold apartment. She agreed to pay my rent and the housing fee. I would not live there, but visit her often and slept there regularly. Mostly she came overnight to my place. She would also eat at my place in her workplace. Well, as I said, I had a very harmonious time. This guy's getting on my nerves. I mean, like slow. He's just like, it's a slow boil. I always told her that my marriage would not be for me. She likes the free lifestyle much more with her own place, etc., not like all her other girlfriends. All right, here's what I wrote. She wants her cake and to eat it too. For her, a relationship with Andreas, Jesus Christ, is as convenient as a relationship can be. She has a complete freedom to do whatever she wants, and if she wants, she can be with other men. She has a dirt cheap, nice place to live in exchange for banging him whenever she feels like it. She has her freedom, and if she wants it, she sees other men. From her history, I would think she is also obtaining money from them. To me, this woman is as close to a whore as a woman can be. All right, now he goes on. Once she was here, I was getting more and more emotional with her without noticing it. Am I the only one who notices? Yeah, I don't even want to go on. I was completely open to her and really thought we could stay like this forever. We were family. Although not married, she also said that she had no financial problems and was very happy the way things were arranged.
600,000 euros.
500,000.
500,000.
Well, it's only 500,000.
$600,000 in debt, but she has no money problems.
At the beginning of last November, I came to her place with a smile, she told me that she was finishing with me and going to another guy because this guy promised to marry her. Imagine my shock. I was out of order. After I tried to convince her and showed her that I really loved her, she agreed to rethink her decision.
Did he show that his bank account's bigger than the other guy's bank account?
I don't know.
Yeah.
About 2 weeks later, she told me that now she pushed me out of her system and she would never come back to me. Also, she would leave this apartment to move over to the other guy's house. This man is 55. I am 49 and a fitness freak. Well-trained, highly active.
Keyword freak.
For most of the day, she would receive 3 orgasms a day. Honestly, no joke. Like, she gives a fuck about that. First of all, she could be lying. You ever hear about that? Women fake it. Second of all, even if you are giving her 3 orgasms a day, she doesn't give a fuck. She's just taking those orgasms going, oh yeah, let me have my orgasms, and then, okay, see you later, buddy. That's how they are. He had a heart surgery. His body looks like shit, and he was a dirty fellow with not much of an education. He is a drinker, has 2 divorces, and a blood sickness that requires him to take drugs that have as a side effect impotence.
Well, maybe that's what she wants. Maybe he's doing too much.
Andreas just does not get it. She's not into him. Even if she was, this particular woman might stray for the cash and prizes. Alas, wait a minute, also, he thinks he is a good catch, and while he might be, women have their own way of thinking. Seems to me the woman is out for the orgasms and the do-re-mi. By the way, make a woman orgasm might be the key to her heart. Then again, she might just need the relief. Also, when Andreas might be exceptionally skilled between the sheets and getting her off like a rocket, she might just as be a good actress or easy to satisfy. Exactly.
She might be tired of acting.
Maybe. She might be tired of acting. She might be good. She might just be like, you know, okay, she's really easy to get off. She gets off 3 times.
She goes to a guy that's incompetent. Why? Because she doesn't have to act anymore.
For all he knows, the orgasms in cheap apartment might be the only reason she keeps him around. All right, now we're back to him again. Do me a favor, leave a thumbs up, please. The only thing this man has is a house, and he offered it to her to stay there for free, but it is in a faraway place. Now she needs to travel to her job more than an hour each way. From here, it was only 20 minutes. We had a last conversation, and I really wanted to know why she left me. There were no arguments at all, believe me. Why would I not believe you? You've done all kinds of stupid things here. Why would I not believe that you would do another stupid thing? Over and over again, I told her I loved her very much. Suddenly, she was very angry and told me, you always ring me up in the evening asking me to visit you at your place, but you never give me any money. She's a freaking whore. I do not need a guy like this. And I don't need a woman like this. That's what you should say. A woman always needs some extra cash, but you never give it to me. Get rid of this fucking bitch. She's a skank. If you handed me 1,500 euro every month, I would stay with you and drop that other guy. I only want a normal marriage like all her friends, but you don't want this. We agreed on this, so I was in the biggest shock of my life. I lost 3 kilos straight and needed 6 weeks to get back to almost normal. I can't believe this. Well, I read into this a little bit, but I met another couple. The wife is also from Thailand and worked in the same kitchen, and my ex called her sister. She asked her why she left me, and she said it was because I did not give her any money. It's so hardcore. She lived with me for 2 years, only to finally to get money and all her expenses paid by me. It was so unbelievable. All the people who knew her, including my family, could not believe it. In this story, I had no financial loss at all, but the pain was in my soul, and it was much bigger.
More meditation. He needs more meditation.
Yeah. As I told you, I am into meditation, and
bingo.
And this helped me to recover pretty soon. This was the craziest thing that ever happened to me. Now I laugh about it. Yeah, sure you do. And if I ever meet another Thai lady again, which you have already, I will be very careful to open myself too much, as we never know when she switches off the light. Sure, I never will give them any money, and all this is far away from Thailand or this Pattaya bar scene. If you feel good and have time, I'd be happy to get your view on this. I'm tired.
Buy my book.
Buy the book. Is it really so surprising? This woman admitted to you she was only with a guy for the visa and with a guy basically for the cash. Do you think she was an angel? In Thai culture, or any other culture for that matter, her lifestyle was so completely unacceptable. to a decent tie.
No.
A person I would have run, personally, I would have run. Seriously. Either that or simply screwed her occasionally and kept my distance. Be lucky she did not sting you for your life savings. Hello again, Scott. Thank you for your answer, mate. Your videos, you are absolutely right. I really thought she was an angel. Part of me is just like that old idealist. Even as I work with business people who often are not really so nice. Love is blind and has rendered many a good man senseless, especially this guy. Hey, she meditated with me and had an almost 3-meter wide Buddha shrine. What the fuck does it? So she had a Buddha. She had like a Buddha
A Buddha shrine.
that was like 3 meters wide.
12 feet.
9'9". So 10-foot wide
10
Buddha.
10-foot wide Buddha.
I told this whole story to our Theravada monk. Oh my God. Oh God. He smiled and told me, hey, she does not meditate as instructed. She only dreams with her mind. This man knows what he's talking about, but all that knowledge came to me after she left. Well, you should have talked to me first, because I would have told you she's full of shit. God. Even by nature, he is not married. Once I spoke with him on several occasions. I was surprised how strong and clear his judgment was and how true it proved to be in the end. Maybe I should become a monk. By nature, he is not married. No, he is a monk. He is committed, supposedly, to a life of celibacy. Her lifestyle was completely unacceptable to a decent Thai person. All of her girlfriends hang out with guys, in my opinion. Jesus Christ, how long did this guy fucking write me? Oh my God. For the security money. I don't blame them as they are poor at home, but once my story was known to the local community and I made sure by telling the whole thing to some ladies, they spread the truth. Jesus Christ.
They spread their laughter at him in Thai language.
Many were really disgusted. I could see it in their faces as they knew the way I treated her, with my heart, not with cash. Rather to try and create opportunities for her that she did not want.
Well, but that look of disgust in those ladies' faces was disgust that he didn't pay her any money.
Yeah. After all, I made sure she lost face 100% within her own group, or simply screwed her once in a while and kept my distance. In the beginning, I really thought to keep it that way, but she made sure to be always around me, and I am also not that kind of person, so I was drowned into it without noticing. So let me just go on here. Her circle of friends were probably laughing. What Andreas fails to realize is some Thai women, or any other nationality, will lie through their teeth with a straight face and absolutely no concern for a man's feelings. They will just lie. They don't care. They don't give a shit about you. They can turn it on and off, playing the part whenever need be. In their limited little pea brains, the end justifies the means. Money is number one, and they're key to survival and climbing up the social ladder. Friends, even mothers and grandmothers, will flat out lie to male visitors. I remember that when I would go to like somebody's house and they would be like, oh yeah, that's her brother. I'd be like, oh, well, okay, well, it's her husband, right?
Yeah.
And the guy's just like going, oh, I don't care. He didn't give a shit. Who can provide financial windfall, and I have yet to see one riddled with guilt because of it. Oh no, my daughter wants a husband very much. She no have boyfriend. In the meantime, the man you think is her brother is actually her husband. Once you pay out a chunk of money to the family, the woman no longer needs or wants you around unless they think they can keep continuing to milk the cow dry. Men need to wake up. If it seems to be too good to be true, it probably is. So he writes, I am very, very lucky, I think, but I would not marry anyway. No, he would just, All right, you know what? I'm not gonna read this. I don't want to read this. I don't want to read more of this shit. I'm gonna give you my final thoughts. The sender seems.
Wait, that's your book. How's that selling your book if you're trying to
I'm not trying to sell the book. I should be, but I'm not. The sender seems like a nice guy, too nice, and my guess.
You're supposed to I'm gonna skip so people can read it.
Yeah, let me skip so you can read this. He's been taken advantage more than once. In many instances, especially in dealing with whores, she's a whore. Nice guys are flushed down the toilet, leaving them floating in an abyss, questioning why love is so cruel. I also feel sorry for him. I almost feel sorry for him. Almost, because he is a man and thus he is responsible for his own actions. The writing was on the wall and it couldn't have been written more clearly. Yet, he was blinded by passion. Had he acted like a man, taking charge, telling her how things were going to be and refusing any nonsense, she would have fallen in line or moved on to some other sucker. He allowed her to control his emotions and his life. Although he suffered little financially, he paid in time and with his emotions, two precious commodities that are in limited supply. After a while, when you get shit on, I believe this, if you get shit on over and over again, you start to get a real hard-on for women. Find a woman who has her own money, thank you, and can support herself, which myself and Tom, we did this. At least you know there is a good chance your money is not her first priority. This is a perfect example of a woman being out for herself and caring little for her partner. She is a user to the nth degree, a woman who makes men pay the price for being too kind and having too much desire. There you go. All right, let's go on to the next one. Brad, can you set me up with the... Oh, God.
Can I ask you something here?
Go ahead.
When you were single,
Yeah.
how many times did you go into a Lotus or a big city department store and ask a girl out for a date? Ever do that? Thinking that the girl that you find in the department store or the grocery store or whatever, it might just be a normal regular girl.
I did it a couple of times,
Okay.
but really it didn't pay off.
No.
Why do you ask?
Well, it's more than me, but several of my friends over the years have done that. And the typical experience I had, not just one occasion, was you ask a girl out on a date on a Tuesday, and you arrange that you're going to meet each other on Friday. And somewhere around Wednesday or Thursday, you get a text message back in the days of SMS. And the text message, can you buy me a new phone?
Oh, God.
Before he ever went on a date.
No, I never had that happen.
Before you ever went on a date.
I did have a couple of girls who worked in the hospital, and they asked me to. One of them asked me for 50,000 baht, and I said, "What are you, crazy?" I'm like, what? I was in shock because I couldn't believe that she would think that I would pay.
Yeah, they get the idea they'll pay. Somebody will pay somehow. They get that idea from somebody.
Well, they're just, they're looking out for number one.
There's a school out there.
You getting another one?
One more.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, let me go on here. All right. I just have to. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna go past this one because I think we already read that one. Let's see here. Oh yeah.
As you're looking, how many times did you take a girl on a date? You're supposed to meet at for example, an MK or a restaurant or something.
And they just didn't show up?
No, they're there with two or three of their girlfriends, expecting you to buy dinner for lunch for their girlfriends also.
That happened. Yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
But they would always ask me. They would always ask me, "Am I gonna? Is it okay if they bring one of their friends?" And I was like,
No, without having asked.
"No."
You just show
They
up.
usually asked me. They asked me.
Remember our buddy Frank?
Oh yeah.
Frank had a story where he said, and I believe him, you met Frank.
Yeah.
It is not hard to believe Frank would do it. So he showed up one time, and the girl had another one or two girlfriends there, and he let them order everything on the menu.
And he said no.
No, order whatever you want. And they ordered everything, and he said, excuse me, I have to go to the bathroom.
And he left.
Does that sound like Frank?
Yeah, that sounds like
It sounds like
that
Frank.
sounds like him. All right, let's go. Here is Danny, who will bust his ass to stay in Thailand. Danny will bust his ass to stay in Thailand. Here's Scott. I've been to Bangkok 5 times now just to see my friend,
5.
and I love it there.
His friend?
I want to move there and find a job. I'm 50 and don't have a degree. Can I find a job? I don't care about making lots of money, thank you. Honestly, it is highly doubtful. Is it possible if I work my ass off? If I could find a job here in Canada, I work as a manager in a store. Do you think I can find a manager job in Bangkok if I work my ass off trying? Thank you. It would really be great. I would really be grateful. Oh, Jesus Christ. He spells grateful. If you can send me a list of jobs I can find. How did you start working in Thailand? A Thai can be a manager. Work less than you work, and he still will get the job, not you. You cannot work a job that a Thai can do, which limits your options. Just because you want to work here does not mean Thais want you to. Unless you figure out how to support yourself without a degree, your options remain very limited. At this point, I directed him to the Minister of Labor's prohibited jobs list. Now he goes on to say, I would like to know if it is possible for me to find work there and if there's a company that can help me. Thank you, Scott. Thank you for your help. I ignored his message as I felt I had given him enough assistance and he needs to do some research for himself. So he writes me again. I hope I can find a job in Bangkok. Are there any companies in Bangkok that can help me find a job, or do I have to do it on my own? Can you help me or suggest where to look for help? Thank you very much. I really need the help, Scott. I'm sorry for asking so many questions. Can I work on my girlfriend's family's farm? It is at this point, this guy is starting to irritate me and he just doesn't get it. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to understand what I'm telling him. It's one thing to give an answer or two to someone and send them on their way. I'm not one to hold a person's hand though. Nobody did this for me and I made it 20 plus years ago, but he is no different from me. Scott, is it possible to find work? I love to tell my girlfriend who lives on a farm, it is in Isan, it is possible for me to find a work there. I would like to know if I can work at her family farm. Will they let me? Thank you. So I told him, you're not hearing me. What do you mean not hearing you? I would just like to know if it is possible to find a job there. Can I work on a friend's farm? I thank you so much. It is possible for you to help me there. Thank you so very much, Scott. Starting to see a trend? I don't think this guy has a brain between his ears.
No degree, but...
No degree, very limited job. Farming is not allowed. You either make your own source of income, which you can prove to the Thai government, or like I said, it is highly unlikely you'll be able to find a job without specialized skills. I hope I made myself clear. Thank you.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't a university degree, a bachelor's degree, a minimum requirement to get a work permit?
In most cases.
In most cases, okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Scott. You made yourself clear. With the skills I have, I hope to find a job. Thank you so much for your help. Hoping to see you in Bangkok so I can buy you a beer. Don't buy me a fucking beer. Just send me the money. All right, really.
You want a beer? I'll buy you
No,
a beer.
no, that's all right. I don't want a beer. I just want the money. Really. I'll take $3. All right. Thank you so much for your help. Seems
$100.
as if he's a nice guy, but there isn't a chance in hell I'll meet with him. I do not have the patience to deal with someone like this. So where in Bangkok do you live, Scott? Bangkapi. Thank you. Have a nice day. Take care. All the spelling and grammatical errors in this letter have been cleaned up. In some of his letters, the spelling and grammar was so atrocious they were difficult to understand. Danny used no punctuation. There were spelling errors every other word. And to make matters worse, he tried shortening his letters by abbreviating words.
He could be an English teacher.
He is Canadian, has no degree, and his written English skills are terrible.
He could be an English teacher.
If you were in charge of hiring, would you hire him? I definitely wouldn't. When it comes to living and working in Thailand, Danny might want to remember the old adage, work smart, not hard. While there is something to be said for working hard, if you are an expat living in Thailand, you better know how to work smart. Young, strong Thai men and women are willing just as hard as foreigners, if not harder, and for much less. Hard-working Thais are a dime a dozen, and they are more than willing to bust their asses for a living.
There are a lot of good Thai workers out there.
Yeah.
Managers, educated engineers. Yeah.
And they make a lot less than you would make back in the States. Doctors,
For the most part, yeah.
doctors, lawyers, engineers, accountants, all these kind of people that live here and work here. They don't want to live somewhere else. They live here. Like this guy over here with his kid. I don't know. I'm gonna say he's an engineer.
Yeah.
I think he's an engineer, and they don't give a shit about you.
50, 40, 30 years ago, multinational companies, Chevron, Exxon, big companies, would hire American managers in the U.S. and they bring them to Thailand to build the factory. You know, could be Ford, for example, to build the factory. Mattel has a big factory there. But they built up a huge inventory of human resources of very, very skilled and good managers who are Thai. And as those companies are moving their factories out of Thailand and moving them to Cambodia and Vietnam, what they're doing is they're no longer recruiting the American managers, they're recruiting Thais and transferring Thais to Cambodia, and they're transferring Thais to Vietnam.
Well, it's because...
That's because they can pay the Thais less.
And because...
And they get the good quality work out of them.
Yeah, I guess.
They've been replaced.
Yeah, well, it's also because most foreigners do not feel the need to come here and work for less than what they would make back in the States.
Traditionally, they haven't had to. Traditionally,
Yeah, they haven't. They've been paid a premium.
They've been paid the U.S. plus premium plus expenses to be here.
All right, let's get to this Jackson. Hardcore statistical chances. I have a letter, a question. Have you or others ever researched out a particular subject that has probably never been asked in one of your letters on the YouTube channel? How the fuck do I know? The question is, what particular business, food, or otherwise would be the best for a 56-year-old male to start open up? I am 56 years old and want to do more than teach English. Do you understand this?
Sort of. He means to serve the Thai market.
While wanting to do more than teaching English is understandable, starting a business as a foreigner in Thailand is much more difficult than starting one in your home country. So he goes on to say, I am living in New York and want to get back to Bangkok as soon as possible. When I say research, I mean hardcore statistical chances of succeeding in a particular food, bar, retail, or other industry based on competition, capital input, and luck. Please help. Sincerely, Jackson. P.S. You're the best. I would love to say hello someday. All right, here's what I got to say.
If I knew the answer to that, I'd have done it myself.
I have some of the information you're looking for in the member section of my website. Now this is 7 years ago. I have a Thailand specific 2016 version of a PDF from the World Bank. It's quite informative and will give you a decent head start. Also, you should check with the Thai Board of Investment. They should be able to help you. In January of 2016, the Board of Investment reported a 78% decrease in its investments. Vietnam has been reporting record increases in foreign investments. You might want to approach your goal from a different perspective. Number one, the business opportunities you can legally start here are limited. Take a look at the prohibited jobs list on my website or on the Ministry of Labor. Number two, this is fucking... as with businesses anywhere, the success rate and rate of return is low. The success of your business, whatever it may be, will be dependent on your qualifications, startup capital, and a host of other variables. If you're one of these guys who think you're going to put in $10,000 to $20,000 into the business and it's going to provide you with a comfortable lifestyle for the rest of your days, you might want to try doing something like this in Cambodia. Getting a visa is easy, the cost of living is comparable to Thailand, and their economy is growing rapidly. Listen, I'm not going to read this. It's just, there's too much. This guy's a fucking idiot. Let me see.
I like to look at the expats who successfully built large, mega successful businesses in Thailand, foreigners. And the one that always comes to my mind is Bill Hamilton.
Yeah, but he's, you know.
He's an exception.
He's an exception.
And the way he did it was, he didn't do it by himself. He was here as a teenager.
Hey Johnny, how you doing?
And he had his Thai friends that graduated from the American School of Bangkok. And together, they built businesses in Thailand as a partnership between a Thai and 3 or 4 other Thai partners.
Oh.
So that's basically how it
Okay. Well, Jackson can move to Thailand then.
Yeah.
Teach English to cover his overhead while studying statistics at his leisure. When his knowledge of Thailand and its business practices are solid, then maybe, just maybe, he can start a business involving something he likes and is good at and turn it into a prosperous enterprise. There we go. All right, listen. I'm going to read another one here. This guy was kissing my ass from the beginning. I don't know what the hell he's on about, but he says, "Hi Scott, fantastic photos of your travels in Thailand and Asia. I've been watching your YouTube videos. They're funny and most of all, interesting and helpful. Well, it's my 12th trip to Thailand up to now, and in that time I've learned a lot about Thailand and the culture." Well, what do you need me for? I've learned a lot about Thailand and its culture. Okay, when I first came to Thailand, I did not understand why all these beautiful ladies in the nightclubs and bars just fell in love so quickly.
Good actresses.
Yeah, exactly. I hold up my hand. Yes, I married a bar girl. Ugh. And we divorced after 6 months. Yes, I sent money too, to take care of her. A few £100 every month. It worked out to about 10,000 baht, which is more than your average 7-Eleven wage. Lucky.
No, it's not.
Not now it isn't, but this is a long time ago. Lucky for me, she was knocking the old man off with more money upstairs. Lucky I found this out and we agreed to finish and take care of the marriage papers down at the local offices. Ugh. That was a close one, but it's okay. I was learning. The golden rule. Do not get, this is my golden rule, do not get emotionally involved with a prostitute. Had he followed this tenet, he would have saved quite a bit of aggravation. Alas, many a man has tried to buck the system and turn a whore into a housewife. Inevitably, the majority end in failure. He goes on to write, as time went by, I learned the language bit by bit. Still learning now, LOL, and I got the bar scene out of my system.
Wait a minute. You didn't know Thai that well, or you would have said 555.
Yeah.
LOL.
Yeah. Well, at least these bar girls, I still can enjoy a visit to Sin City, Pattaya, once in a while. Yeah, you can do it whenever you want. That's the thing. Go to the Sin City whenever you want. Go have your fun. I don't even know what to say. In one sense, it has everything: the beach, nightlife, food, and less rainfall. Most, more or less rainfall. It doesn't rain over there in
Doesn't rain in the bedroom, does it?
Most of all, I love jumping in with my girlfriend and seeing proper Thailand, Thai style. And yes, you're right, Scott, a Thai lady with a good job, not a bar girl or girl working in a massage parlor. A girl who loves you for your heart and who never asks for money every month. Yes, there is such a lady in Thailand. I am very happy. Learned the hard way because I found a good Thai lady who respects me and I respect her. Keep the good work up, Scott. Love the videos. So I wrote back to him. Thanks for watching and for writing. At least you came out somewhat unscathed. I'm sure it could have been much worse. One thing though, if you have a good Thai woman, no matter what she says about it, being okay to go with the occasional hooker, do not throw it in her face. Be discreet. She might say doing so is okay, but chances are it's not.
Romantic.
It's romantic. Is this a Chowderhead turned into yet and learned how to do buffalo heart surgery? Yes, I think so. Can we have the light on in here?
No hot. No hot. Ask her.
Can we? We'll fit in there. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
As one grows older, running around with women becomes a much lower priority. Well, that is true. And I know because I'm older. I don't need to go running around. I don't feel the need. I don't, it doesn't matter. Thank you. That's good. There are too many other important things to do to spend your time. Anyway, this is what massage parlors are for. Get a massage, get your needs taken care of, and out the door you go, without the hassles of a mistress or scorned girlfriend or whatever, far less complicated. Hey, Scott, thanks for the reply. About the massage, the extras don't interest me. I just like a good Thai-style massage. People get the wrong idea when you say you are going to Thailand. Oh, really? What are you going there for? Okay. At first, I was like a dog in heat, but after a few years, all the lies the working girls tell you get boring. Well, that's true. They get boring. They do get boring. When you know all the tricks in the books, oh God, you treat them as such, or they treat you. Like you said, go in, get what you desire, feed them a load of bullshit, and get out of there ASAP. I never said feed them a bunch of bullshit. I just say go in and have your fun and leave them. When you know the truth, who cares if they're telling you the truth or not? What does it matter? I don't care if they tell me the truth. You just go in and have your fun. If that's what you want.
You're so big.
You're the biggest I've ever had in my life before. Well, I know I am, but honey, come on. Certainly there had to be bigger than me. You need to have more of a knowledge of the truth. You need to believe it and be willing to deal with it appropriately. The man who has problems can usually acknowledge the red flags, and yet, instead of drawing the truth, most can't handle the truth. Yeah, exactly. Instead of drawing the line in the sand and moving on, they linger as the relationship and accept. Just fuck them and leave them. It's so simple. You stick your dick in them. You wiggle it around, you blow your load, and you go, okay, that's it. See you later, honey. Goodbye. That's all. Dealing with them, this is him writing now. Dealing with them is even more amusing when you understand what they are up to. Having said all that, I never look down on them because we are all equal. And I understand the bar girls have to take care of their families. But if you know what it's all about, it's good fun. Scott, I have been thinking about the different ways of making a living in Thailand. What do you suggest? This is the $1 million question, and it depends on your skills and marketability. Jobs are limited. You really need to find your own way, or you'll end up doing as an old-ass English teacher, usually making peanuts.
Become a gigolo.
Yeah, That'll really work. Yes, it is probably best to make my money in England. I don't fancy being stuck in a hot classroom for $20,000 a month. Well, you make more than that. Thanks for the reply. Take care. Jay was very lucky to come out of the relationship unscathed. It could have been much worse. She could have driven him to take a header off the third floor at Nana Plaza, left him broke, and made his life miserable for years. Fortunately, he seemed to have learned his lesson, and he will be more careful in his future relationship. I need a break.
You want a beer?
No. I don't want a beer. Thank you, though.
You want $100?
How to become, I'll take $100. How to become a millionaire in Thailand is to take more than 1 million with you. You take 1,000,001 with you, and then you,
Put it on the screen. Let him know I'm paying.
here we go. He
There
just
you
paid. He just paid me 100 baht.
He said you want $100, not the beer.
That's what I need. Whatever.
I'm feeling generous tonight.
Yeah, well, give me another 100.
I need to finish this beer first.
Okay. I would appreciate it if you can give me help. I have another Thai love story. It doesn't get old. No? Actually, it's been old for quite some time. For 50 plus years, men have been coming to Thailand and indulging in the feminine fruit. That's the triangle. And for 50 years, men have been telling me of their heartbreaks and love affairs. By the way, I really enjoy your videos and have been watching them for quite some time, My name is Jim. I am 22 years old. Oh God. He's 22. And I'm about to fly to Thailand to meet a girl I met online from thailovelinks.com.
Sorry.
We plan to spend 2 days in spend 2 days in Bangkok, then travel to her home in Udon Thani and stay for a month. Is a university graduate, can speak, write, and read English, and has a good head about her. Plus,
What year was this?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know?
No, I don't know yet.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. Plus, she is quite attractive. 23 years old and comes from a well-to-do Thai family. I have been getting to know her by means of telephone, line chat, and video call. We agreed to be in a relationship on Facebook since last October, and we literally act and behave as if I am already her boyfriend. Isn't that special?
Act and behave
Like their boyfriend
via
and girlfriend.
internet.
Yes.
Like their boyfriend and girlfriend.
I am aware she does have legitimate male friends that she converses with, and some has conversations with other men on Facebook. Some of what I have read on Facebook suggests they are more than friends. And so it begins. She is constantly bombarded with compliments and arse kissing from typical young, horny Thai. What they wear matching t-shirts. What they wear matching t-shirts. I think I understand what you're saying, Johnny. But let me go on here. Occasionally, a sex-crazed foreigner will speak to her, making all sorts of demands and demanding requests. I think you have a general idea. Anyway, being ex-army, I am patient. What the fuck, man? Wait a minute, how is he ex-army? He's 23 years old, 22 years old.
Good point.
Well, you've only been in the army for 2 years, I think so. I am patient and let her interactions unfold so I know more about her.
For 2 years and ergo he's patient.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, my question is, more than once I have caught her online speaking to single men, both time for. Listen, if you've already caught her, just fucking leave her. This is my easy answer right now.
Change the key on the door.
Say goodbye. Go. Bye, honey.
Can I share something with you?
Go ahead.
This guy reminds me in
Who?
reverse
Okay.
of something that
Jimmy.
I know this story from the reverse side. Okay.
From you being there?
No. It's actually a
Okay.
family story. So he was an American guy, fell in love and lived his life like she was his girlfriend, virtually on the internet. Well, one day my wife's cousin showed up to her family, and she was married to a Canadian man. Now, my wife's
This isn't the guy who ended up in Missoula or
no,
wherever the fuck it was, and he died.
That was not family. So
He died though, right?
Yeah, that's a different story.
Okay.
But my wife comes from a medium, middle class, high family. Her uncle, though, her father's brother, became the richest man in the Tombone, in the district. Okay, net worth, my estimate, probably around $15 million.
Okay.
Okay, he owned a chicken farm. Okay, and he had 3 kids, and my wife was close in age and close in friendship to the youngest daughter.
Okay.
She was a little chunky for a time, but she also wanted, the one thing she wanted most in life was to get out of that little village and marry a foreigner and have a happy life. So she started internet dating. She fell in love with a Canadian guy.
She fell in love with him.
With a Canadian guy,
Okay.
virtually on the internet.
Okay.
He was a librarian
Okay.
who left Canada to live in China to teach English. And they eloped. She went to China and they got married, and she brought him back to Thailand. To this day, she's never left Thailand. Her father disowned her.
Oh.
Well, she still got some inheritance, so not totally disowned her. But her father is extremely disappointed.
So she's still with this guy.
She's still with this guy and living up in that remote village, 8-hour drive away from Bangkok.
Wow.
And I met this Canadian guy one time, and he met me. He will not let her socialize with his own cousin anymore. Or she's too, we don't know the story, she's too embarrassed to, or whatever. But he's bigger than me. I mean, he's a lot bigger than me.
I mean, fatter.
Fatter.
Okay.
Yeah. And he sits in the house that his father-in-law built for them as a wedding present, and does nothing all day while she collects chicken eggs on holidays, because in Thailand, the rich people work on the holidays because the farms, all the farm workers have to go away because of the holidays, and so chickens have to have the eggs serviced. So she has to service the eggs on the weekends.
So he doesn't do anything?
He doesn't do a damn thing.
Really?
Yeah. And they're married, and she's stuck with him.
So, but she's happy?
No, she's not happy.
Oh, okay.
She's not happy.
But she won't get divorced?
But it's that story, we fell in love on the internet from the Thai rich woman's perspective.
I got it.
It's a real twist, backwards story.
Yeah, that's pretty backwards.
And my uncle-in-law, if you will, he's actually expressed, I wish she married somebody like Tom. Which is pretty pathetic in itself.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. But you're already married, so.
Yeah, but I'm already married.
Let me see here. What alarms me is her willingness to give into their requests, i.e., send photos, exchange numbers, communicating on social internet apps, etc. Fairly easily. I believe she thrives on the attention from multiple men, and she is even inclined to flirt back. She has no hesitation, but as far as I can tell, she has not followed through on anything. To my horror, she told other men she was still single after agreeing to be in an online relationship with me, but she has stopped talking to all of them in the past 2 weeks.
2 weeks is a big growth.
From what my recon has shown, although she is flirty, she has no other serious man in her life except me. Only yesterday, oh my God, only yesterday I read a message on her Facebook chat. She mentioned to a Thai guy that he was cute and sent him a love heart image, and he did reply, and additional arse kissing images. This is this is not the only example. At least a half dozen other men have talked to her like this since I have been getting to know her. I know I may be playing the jealous, angry boyfriend, perhaps. No, you're not. You're just being normal. But you're being stupid. And I know we are not entirely serious yet because we have yet to meet physically. But should I be alarmed that this girl is spending time that I am spending time with for a month? Or is it normal for Thai girls to be flirty by nature?
Is this guy a librarian?
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't believe this behavior is the norm for a woman who says they are in a relationship with me, or from my previous experience with Thai women. You answered your own question. You just don't want to see the writing on the wall. You are allowing her to start off this quasi-relationship how she wants while you are left scratching your ass. If you have to write someone else, me, to ask if the relationship is normal, do you think her actions are acceptable? I wouldn't put up with this, and if she truly cares about you, she would stop immediately. So he goes on to say, my gut instinct says she will continue this behavior because she can't help herself. This girl is gorgeous. She knows how she is beautiful. You love it, Christian. Christopher, you love it. I hate it. Girl's gorgeous. She knows she is beautiful and loves attention. I think, dude, get rid of her then. Just get rid of her. Just say, bye, honey. That's all you got to do.
Flush the toilet.
Yeah, flush her down the toilet. And you know what? That might end up getting her back until you say, okay, honey, I love you. And then you're going to lose her again and go through all this bullshit. Although I can't control her actions, I have mentioned this to her. This is the last straw. I have threatened to cease all talk and cancel my trip to meet her. You should just cancel it, or you just come and don't see her. I may be a young guy, but I feel my intentions for a pure relationship are sincere, and I don't deserve a girl who makes it easy for other men to exploit her.
Is this guy Radar O'Reilly?
I don't know. That's just the way I am. I am concerned, but maybe I am overreacting. No, you're not overreacting. Any reply will be appreciated. Cheers, mate. Choke me, lay jerk and my. Good luck until I meet you next time. Jimmy. Hello, Jimmy. Hello, Jimmy. I don't think you're overreacting. Flirting is one thing. Involving herself with other men is another matter, especially when you are both supposed to be in a relationship. Don't come to Thailand just to see her. Also, there is no need to go to Udon Thani for your entire stay. I've lived there and know the area pretty well. It is a poor region, and many of the women there are looking to do a George Jefferson and move it on up. If you're coming to Thailand, regardless of what happens with you, with her, great. Just to see how it plays out, and you call the shots. If she doesn't like it, gorgeous or not, you need to tell her to take a hike, and that's it. Good Thai women aren't going around sending little hearts to men they don't know unless they are attention whores or are looking for men to sponsor them. There you go.
This guy's 22 years old, and you expect him to know moving on up?
Well, all right, hang on. We gotta go on. We're gonna go on with this here. Listen, do me a favor. Click the thumbs up, subscribe, hit the super chat. Don't forget about the super chats if you like this. Or don't send the super chat. Just keep watching. Just do something. Hi, Scott. Thanks for your reply. Oh, my God. I consider myself mature and open-minded enough to find any woman I want in Thailand. Now, let's not get carried away here. I have had brief relationships with women before, although quite older than me. I don't believe it will be hard for me to find somebody else if things go sour. Jimmy. Wait a minute. He wrote me back again. I have just finished watching your video about myself and your advice about my situation. I must say, I found some of the other YouTube comments about me slightly amusing, but you know, I am open to criticism. Every relationship is different and mine is far from perfect. Perhaps people should review their own lives and relationship before they sound like the love gurus behind the computer desk giving me advice. Just saying. I laughed my ass off at the wanker who commented that I am head over heels for her. Well, you are. Ha ha, and for everybody's information, my Thai mother, who is also an excellent woman, has taught me many things about Thai women and life, but I am still teaching myself more. I want to be clear again. I'm a young guy. I know this, but I feel the relationship I desire is beyond my age of 22 years.
So he's a half Thai living in the States, raised in the States.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am mature, I feel, and I am quite established in my life and my career. My experience has taught me to be wary, open-minded, and to be self-motivated. Then why is he getting involved with this chick? How many of your viewers say they have to sign a will at the age of 18? Buddy, it doesn't matter. All this shit doesn't matter. I honestly feel the only part of missing in my life is love. And I am willing to explore and find the right woman to share my life with. I fucking hate that when guys write me with this shit. I just feel every part of my life is good, but I just don't have a woman to share it with. And I need a good woman to share. Listen, fuckhead. If you're that good of a guy, the girls will be falling all over you. If you're that handsome and you're that great of a guy and you're that good of a dude, you won't have to worry about the girls. They will come to you. You don't have to go chasing after them. What are you chasing after them for? Use your hand. That's what you got to do. Use your hand in the beginning. And then when they come to you and you have a couple of them, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, then you don't need to use your hand and you can use them. All right, let me just wrap this up here. Anyway, I am here now in Udon and I have already spent a week, oh my God, week with her and her family. Life in Udon is exactly what I pictured it to be. Pretty much the same as my past experience living in Uttaradit. She has accepted what she has done as wrong, and since meeting her, she has shown me she wants to commit to a relationship, behaving sensibly online and in person. She has been upfront and open with me on the subject about love, relationship, and what we hope may be for. Oh my God, this fucking shit. I mentioned she has a good head about her and she doesn't want to commit to anything beyond girlfriend-boyfriend relationship as yet because we are still exploring our compatibility. Okay. So why are you with her then? Why are you staying there with her? I mean, really. Although we are mature enough to joke about Sinsan. Oh my God.
About what?
Sinsan. They're already joking about Sinsan. Conversation with her family has been pretty much the same. She is not money motivated like her family. Well, if her family's motivated, love Thailand, but Philippines my home besides U.S. Okay. She's her family just wants for her to be happy with a man that will treat her respectably and genuinely loves her.
Sends money home.
Even though we have had a few hiccups in our relationship, I feel we would be compatible and a good relationship would not be difficult because we understand each other well. I am not madly in love or signing away my life as some of the viewers may think. I think it is appropriate for me to share this. Her younger sister, who is 20, is about to meet a Taiwanese guy next week from Thai love links. What does that matter? It doesn't matter one bit.
That tells me they're in a family relationship, a family environment that looks for...
This guy speaks zero English, the same with her sister, and already he wants to pay 10 million baht for sing-song. Well, he's a fucking idiot. That's what I'll tell you, okay? He's an idiot. Yes, 10 big ones. Holy fuck. So you see, there are other guys worse off than me. I don't doubt that. But you're still a chowderhead. But that relationship, so there's what happened, doesn't concern me or my own relationship. Anyway, I am happy here and falling in love, and I'm still open-minded to everything. I just thought I would send this message to let you know how my situation is going. I appreciate your time, Scott. Thanks, Jimmy. Update. Hey, just wondering whatever happened with your girl and Nude on Tawny. We are now both living in Australia. After a long wait, her visa was approved, and I should write him back.
This guy's Australian?
I guess he's living in Australia since November 2015. Okay, so it's been a while since all the other drama has surpassed. Every relationship is different, and I'm glad we were able to turn over a new leaf. Once I met her and got it to meet her family, we actually gelled and grew into a normal couple. We laugh, we play, we work together, and we fight.
My question to this guy would have been, does he speak Thai? If he's half Thai,
I don't know.
Did his mother teach him Thai? I
believe nothing is out of the norm from any other relationship. Hopefully things are well on your end, my friend. I have tuned out of your videos after your Burma visit, but every now and then drum back into your channel for updates. Maybe next time I'm in Bangkok, I will come and visit you and your wife. No, you won't. And I'm glad he didn't.
I've never met your wife. Well, I did one time in the grocery store.
Also, I have been extremely busy the past 8 months with a career change. I now work in the immigration division here. Lots of people to detain and lots of people have to be removed. Hopefully this message finds you well. Jesus Christ. Hey Jimmy, wow, that's fantastic. Congratulations. My wife and I went to Bali in March, so this is a while ago. And then in April, May, we went with our 2 sons to the U.S., Florida, and to New York. And we're going on another trip in a couple of days. This will be the first time to the U.S., so it's quite their experience. I'm sure your girl is settled in, blah, blah, blah. Final thought. I have never been a fan of online dating, and I still am not. Long-distance relationships are a pain. And when it comes to relationships with women from Thailand and other parts of the world, there are too many scammers and schemers and scammers, and I've never liked wasting my time. Better to date the old-fashioned way. Meet in person, get the woman's phone number, have a few conversations, go out, and see where it goes. Online dating and long-distance relationships work out for some people. I think this is one that may have worked because they are both Thai. When a man lives in the U.S., getting to know a woman in a foreign culture can be trying. It takes two, blah, blah, blah. Western Thai online relationships usually fail before they get started. As this letter illustrates, there are occasionally happy endings. All right, let me see something here. I might have time for another one here. That's pretty long. Holy shit. Okay, I remember this one. And I'm going to just go on from here.
Okay.
Yeah. Chris, she calls me babe or baby.
Is he deserving of being a baby?
I don't know. She calls me babe or baby. Hey Scott, Sawati crap. Sawati crap. I have been watching many of your videos on YouTube recently, and I am impressed with your knowledge and tell it like it is attitude. Of course, I watch your videos because I am interested in going to Thailand soon and possibly becoming an English teacher there with a degree in teaching English. From the research I have done, it sounds like Thailand is a great place for the opportunity and lifestyle that I want to have. I'm hoping to run a few businesses on the side, like maybe owning a condo block and renting it out to tourists or locals. These are just ideas that I have so far. A little about myself. I am 21 years of age, soon to be 22 in May, but I have a strong desire to learn and experience different cultures and lifestyles. I am a survivor of Hodgkin's disease, and so I have started transitioning to an all-vegan diet, and now I am refraining from tobacco and other drugs. Okay, you know what? All this shit doesn't matter to me. I'll be honest with you. I do find Asian women to be very attractive. Okay, good for you. I have dated a lot of women here in the States, mostly Latinas. And I am very sexually experienced for my age. I've gotten the animalistic urge to have sex with every girl I see out of my system by now, and I would like to settle down with someone special. He's 21 years old. I didn't lose that urge until I was like 40. But I have yet to find another girl in the States who I feel like I could stay with. What's wrong with this guy? He's only 21 and the animalistic urge is gone already. From having watched a lot of your videos, I know you tell people to stay away from oh my God. Stay away from bar girls and girls who hang out a lot in bars or that work in bars. I have started talking to a very cute Thai girl that works in a cafe that serves alcohol. I don't know if this is a bar specifically. I think she said it was a cafe. I am friends with her on Facebook, and we talk over a messenger app on my phone most of the time. We have talked about on Skype a couple times, but most of the time she is at a bar when we talk. Ta-da! There you go. From her pictures on Facebook, it looks like she likes to spend a lot of time at bars. What does that tell you? I met this girl on a pen pal website, and we have been talking for almost a year. So here's what I said. So he hasn't even met her. I can smell what's coming next. What confuses me, though, is she likes to call me babe or baby.
I bet she shoots pool really well, too.
And when I send her pictures, she says I am lovely and cute. Okay. I've never met a girl that didn't say you were lovely and cute. We have exchanged many photos of each other. From our conversations, I have come to the conclusion that her English is not very good, but she wants me to teach her English for now. I have seen pictures of her with her family on Facebook, and though talking to her, it looks like she comes from a very hard working and loving family. How do you really know? I want to teach English in Thailand and own a farm. I want to teach English and own a farm. And I have told her this. She said her family grows a lot of their own food, and this speaks to me because I feel like she had a good heart from what she had said. However, she has also said that she wants to own a bar for her career. This is me. What? Why not just cut to the chase and get married? I'm joking. He hasn't even met this girl, and he's already determined she has a good heart. He's a chowderhead. You stay away from bar girls, but are there exceptions to certain types of bar girls? He's looking for it right now.
Please tell me.
I have talked to her about coming to the United States. She is interested and has told me a couple of times that she is not afraid to work. She's not going to do this like right away, buddy. I can't tell if she is being honest or just lying to me. Well, what does that tell you? What does that tell you right there? If you really have to wonder, is she lying to me? Do I need to know, is she lying or is she telling me the truth? She's probably fucking lying. Well, if you didn't have, if there was no concern, you would just be like, all right, I'll take it as it comes. I've never met this girl in person, nor have I been to Thailand yet. He's never been to Thailand. I just wanted to get your take on this girl and help me figure out if I should keep talking to her. Because maybe she is one of those good girl, wife material types of girls. That's what I said. Imagine me banging my head on the wall right now because this is exactly what I'm doing. Fucking A. I have also told her that I want to learn Thai, and she has said she was bored of speaking her native language, hence her desire to learn English. She has shown signs that she is interested in other than what I have stated in this email. I know that this girl is not a prostitute or a ladyboy for a fact. I wanted some insight on this girl. So far, she has only met one of the signs that you said I should stay away from. So if you can tell me if this girl's a keeper or just another bar girl, I would be very thankful. I hope you email back. I am a big fan of your videos, and they have helped me out a lot. Have a nice day and keep everything sabai. Keep everything mellow and relaxed.
How did you know sabai?
I don't fucking know, man. You know, like I know plenty of guys who they speak fucking 18 words of Thai and they think they know how to speak Thai. Hey, Chris, you've never met this chick. That says everything. There you go. That's what I said in my first sentence. You never met this chick. That says everything. The fact that she wants to own a bar and she is already calling you babe and baby is telling of her character. Good Thai chicks that want a boyfriend or partner normally do not do this shit. It's true.
My wife still won't let me kiss her in public.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, mine doesn't either.
Yeah.
It's all right. I don't even try to kiss her.
Yeah, I'll try anymore. I did the other day, and it just had fun.
And what'd she do?
Pushed away.
Stop it. Good Thai chicks that want a boyfriend or partner normally do not do this shit. When you Skype with her, she's at a bar. That's a big sign right there. If she were a truly decent chick, she wouldn't want to be seen at her seat. She wouldn't want you to see her at a bar. She's out for the score, whatever it be, by getting you to marry her, be your boyfriend, or whatever. Believe me, there will be a time when she expects money.
Send her $500 a month. It's only $500 a month.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Just send her 1,000 even.
Yeah.
Most bar girls are never different. Money comes first, before love or anything, and if the money goes, so goes the girl with it. Most bar girls want money in exchange for sex, and if you remember this equation, you'll rarely go wrong. That's it right there. So for you, a newbie, there are no exceptions. You don't need a farm girl who needs your money and needs your support. You know nothing about culture or the language or the people, and you're a guy who is ripe for the taking. If you ever make it to Thailand, I would have fun with her, bang her, but no matter what, do not commit. The thing is if he was to come and do this,
He'd fall in love or even more.
he would fall in love. You're 21 years old, and you say you have a lot of sexual experience. Buddy, many foreigners here have been with hundreds and thousands of women, and this is no exaggeration. You are a babe in the woods. Like I said, have fun with the chick, but give her nothing. Giving her time should be more than enough. My guess is you will eventually shower her with gifts, but this is something men often do here. As young as you are, you could easily swoop on some young, cute, decent Thai chick. The last thing you need is to be some Isan chick in need of a better life. That's true. Really, he's 21. What the fuck does he need to be with some chick for? You say you have gotten rid of all your animal urges. You're only 21. Is there something wrong with you? I have done about everything a man could want to do with a woman, with women. I'm 54, so that was 7 years ago. And although I've slowed, still haven't got rid of all mine. Think about it this way. You meet a chick online, and now after one experience, you are ready to call her a keeper and spend the rest of your life with her. Say what? Here we go. Oh, yes, there we go. All right, so let me see here. We just get through this last message here. As young as you are, you could easily, okay. You say you have gotten rid of all your animal animals. Okay, I'm 54. Okay. Think about it this way. You meet a chick online, and now, after one experience, you're ready to call her a keeper and spend the rest of your life with her. Say what? If anything, date her and date others for a year or two. Get to know the culture, and then, if you really want, make a decision. Do not cave into her. Use your head and wait until you truly get to know her. All shall be revealed in due time. By the way, do not tell her what I am telling you. That would not be very bright. Thanks for replying. I exaggerated a little when I said I don't have the animalistic urges to have sex with every woman I see. You know for a fact I probably have some of that in me. Thanks for the advice, Scott. It has helped me a lot. Final thoughts. One day you turn on the television and see a game of baseball being played. Wow, what a fantastic game. I want to play. Unfortunately, you live in Siberia, freezing your nutsack off, and you can't find anything, anywhere to play or anyone who shares your passion. So you continue to watch the games on TV, dreaming of the day you will finally get to play this magical game. As the months pass, you think more and more about baseball. Then you see the World Series and begin visualizing hitting the series-winning home run. For the time being, you are a fan, nothing more. Chris is a young man enamored with an exotic, sweet, seemingly sweet Thai woman. He's seen this on his first game of baseball, and now needs to put the time in to learn the intricacies of the game. Instead, he's thinking about winning the World Series with the worst coach in the game. He's never been to the country. He knows nothing to speak of with the Thai women, and despite knowing the girls are a big no-no and seeing the signs on the wall, he still feels the need to ask her about her character. How the hell do I know? Am I only guessing based on his limited data? Have I never met her either? I have never met her either. Perhaps he should come to Thailand, have a little fun, and get to know the country. Notice I made no mention of him meeting the girl. If I thought he was capable of coming here for a week or two without falling head over heels in love, perhaps I would tell him to go see her. I think he is way too immature to be in an overseas relationship with a Thai woman. I don't think he knows his ass from a hole in the wall.
Well, over his head, not overseas.
If he does eventually make it to Thailand and visit his online sweetheart. His online sweetheart.
Something struck me as you were reading that.
My guess is she'll make mincemeat out of him. Okay, what was that?
What's the most difficult target for a foreign man to land a Thai woman?
You mean like a upscale?
Where do they work? What do they do for a career, for example? What's the most
like
difficult
a doctor?
one? You might meet them every day.
Go ahead.
You'll be surprised if my aunt.
Go ahead.
A Dairy Queen girl.
Maybe for you.
Well, you speak Thai. Yeah.
Okay.
It's really, really hard for someone who doesn't speak Thai to make
get
a date
a Dairy
with a Dairy Queen girl.
Have you tried?
Sure.
And you haven't?
When I was single, I never was able to. Never was able to.
Wow.
Never.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
Let me finish this. What are the chances she is ready to devote the rest of her life to him? about the same as making a Major League Baseball player. Yeah, okay.
You made the analogy with baseball.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So anyway,
Dairy Queen.
Dairy Queen girls. Some of them are quite attractive. They're thin. They're some of them can be average, but wait a minute, the average Thai woman is attractive for an American. Right?
Okay, I guess.
Yeah. And it's like I was never able to get one to go out with me.
Sure, that wasn't just you.
It may have been just me.
It may have been you.
No matter where you go, there you are.
Yeah, exactly.
But some of us who are here are not all there.
Okay. I don't, I've been married so long, I don't even remember being single. I mean, really.
As I spend time with you, Scott, I remember some of my single days.
Well, I don't remember.
But I've been single so many times in my life.
Yeah, but how many times you been married?
See, I've been married. I've been single so many times in my life.
You've been married 4 times.
My wife now is my fourth wife.
But you've been married for like how long? 12 years?
With my wife now?
Yeah.
11 years.
11 years.
We just celebrated 11 years.
11 years.
The longest. And
So I've been married like twice as long as you have.
yeah.
And my wife is still angry at me. She always gets angry at me. She's angry about me no matter what I do. Whatever I say, whatever I do, she always be, why do you have to do that? You know, I mean, that's how they are. You know? It's not like I can go to her and say, honey, I wish I could do this and I would have that. I wish I could do this and I could have that. I wish I could do this and I could have that. I can't. We're not talking about me working. We're not talking about money. We're not talking about any of this. I could do anything and she will still find a way to give me a hard time about it.
It's called bitch.
Yeah, that's what she is. She can be a bitch. She can do that. She does that just to keep me in line. She wants to make sure I don't get too far where I'm thinking to myself, I'm the man. Hey, man, yeah, I'm in shape now. Oh, I can do this, I can do. Yeah, you look good, you look better, but you're still fat. I get that kind of stuff. I get that kind of response.
You're describing my first 3 lives.
Well,
I'm just telling you. I didn't have the patience to get through that. My current wife doesn't do that.
well,
But
it
she
didn't.
has her own
It
way.
wasn't like that in the beginning. In the very beginning, I would say it was not like that. But now she just knows me so well that she'll just be like, "Oh, come on." She just,
Yeah.
she just knows me, and I know her.
Yeah.
And most of the time, I just ignore her. I just ignore her. Anyway,
Sex is life.
yeah, such is life. I don't know why somebody has the feeling that they should put my name. They should put my name and my logo and say hi. Why would somebody do that?
They didn't want to type out your name, or they did type out your name.
I guess so. Whatever. I don't care. I don't
Copy
care.
paste.
Yeah, I don't care. I really don't care. I don't give a shit. What does it matter? I had all that food left over.
You hungry now?
No, I'm not hungry now. We are the only ones left here. There's nobody.
Some staff over there. Or is it, that looks like the guy in the corner looks like a staff.
We're the only ones here now. This is what we do on a Saturday night. When my wife is in, where's your wife?
At home.
She's at home.
Babysitting the dogs. I just
Really?
got a message from her. Yeah. She sent me some pictures of the dogs. Wait for you.
Oh, I'm waiting for you. My wife is at
She's
the
checking in on me.
Blackpink concert.
That's why I took a picture of you streaming, so she knows I'm here with you streaming and not out doing something else.
I don't even do that anymore. Well, we don't even do that. We used to.
We don't do that because I don't go out very often. But
Yeah, I don't go out. I don't really go
I
out.
didn't.
Yeah. So there you have it.
How many times have you been on a date when your date sends pictures of what she's not doing, i.e. she takes a picture. I'll just say it the first person. I went on a date one time where the girl took pictures of the taxi strategically so I was not in the picture to her boyfriend.
Oh,
To prove to her boyfriend that she was being a good girl.
see, to me, that's just sneaky.
Oh, it is. It is.
It's just underhanded.
It
If you
is.
got to be sneaky like that, why do it?
Well, I didn't see her again. I had no desire to see her again.
I mean, do you? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't get it. You break up first,
Yeah.
and then you go on your merry way, and
Yeah.
you do whatever you want to do. You know, to me, that's the easy way. Don't you think? I mean, really.
Well, there are a lot of ideals in life that people don't live up to.
Well, yeah, but it's so easy.